Open your eyes, palms together. Good morning. Welcome to the One Dharma Center Sunday service. My name is Ginger. So today is January 29th. The first month of this year has almost gone. So I have a question to you. How is it going with your New Year's resolutions? Oh, oops, you're smiling. So even if it's not quite coming along with you, there's nothing to worry about. We can always reset our mind and start again. Meditation practice can support you with that. So this morning we'll practice various forms of meditation like Qigong, bowing, sitting, and sutra chanting. Today, our intern student, Reverend Annie, will share about her Dharma path, and she's going to present her childhood photos as well. So we are excited. Now please stand up and join me in Qigong exercise. Spread your feet, shoulder width apart and arms to your side. Put your arms all the way up and down. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Gently, shoulder rolling, front to back, back to front. And hands around your hips, circle your waist, loosen any tensions around your hips. Reverse the direction. Now put your palms on your knees, circle your knees. Reverse. Come back up, hands around your side. Loosen your toes and ankles. The other side. Now put your palm up. Bring your fingers inside to your back, to your side. Turn your palms back up front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hands down. Palms up to your chest. Palms down to your side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, hands to your side. Gently turn your body side to side. And to the up and down. Like an airplane. And your left hand touch your right toe. Come back up, go to the opposite direction. And come back. Hands up again. Palms all the way up. Breathe out. Once again, breathe in. And breathing out. Again, up. Now split your hand, right palm up, left palm down. Gather. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out 2 more times to each direction. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Go all the way up and down. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Arms to your side. Gather and down. Put out your arms. Push your right palm with your left palm to your right. Is that right? Yes. Draw in your left arm. Back to center. Qigong archery to your left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in to your right. Breathe out. Breathe in, splash your fingers, look at your left thumb, and breathe out. Push it to your right, breathe in, hold, and breathe out, release the tension. 2 more times, breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Breathe in, tense, hold, and breathe out. One last time, breathe in, and out, and breathe in, and breathe out. Palms down, 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 up in a circular motion. Keep breathing in and out. Breathe in, arms up, and breathe out. Inhaling, exhaling. Arms go all the way up, inhale, and exhale. Now palms out, all the way up. Palms meet together, down to your heart center. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your feet close to each other. Now please join me in offering 4 bows to the Dharma Kaya Buddha Fourfold Grace. We can do either standing posture or kneeling down bowing posture. I bow in gratitude to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite beneficence of nature and the universe. I bow in gratitude to the grace of parents, honoring the beneficence from parents, ancestors, and all those who have had a nurturing role in my life. I bow in gratitude to the grace of fellow beings, recognizing the truth of interconnectedness. I bow in gratitude to the grace of laws, which guides us, protects us, and promotes justice. Now, please turn to your neighbors and we'll greet each other with our smile. Now, please be seated. Take your time to adjust your sitting mat and your sitting body on your mat or in your chair. Today, Pat will guide us with more instruction.
The method of sitting meditation is simple and easy. Sit comfortably on the floor or in a chair. Breathe in, grab all your tension and breathe it out. Open up your chest and heart. Stretch up tall and align your spine from your neck to your tailbone. Relax your shoulders and arms. Then allow your hands to rest on your knees. Bring your attention to your breath. As you exhale, release all mental and physical tension. Invite your attention to abide in your chi energy field, which is called Danjun. This is located about 2 inches below your navel and is the power center for your breathing. Open your eyes and gaze downward over the end of your nose and to the floor. Keep your mouth closed and allow the tip of your tongue to rest gently against the roof of your mouth. When your mind is concentrated and calm, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. You may swallow it. Relax your facial muscles and notice your gentle smile. If your face or body begins to itch, do not scratch. This is just a sign of the energy circulating in your body. Simply note the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change position very slowly and quietly so that you may maintain a calm stillness and do not interrupt others. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be discouraged or disturbed by them. Simply focus on your breathing without reacting to or playing with those thoughts. Recognize them as thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. And remember, keep bringing your awareness back to your Danjun breathing center. If you continue practicing meditation for a long period of time, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation, in which the mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused and at peace, with no distinction between self and others, time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, aware of our ever calm and alert spirit.
when it comes to meditation, there are many forms. Now please join us in Sutra Chanting Meditation, page 4. Page 4, Sutra Chanting Meditation.
Sangha one is the realm of samadhi, beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, and lost the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. They will manifest as both permanent and impermanent, viewed as permanent, and one unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is viewed as impermanence, and one unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies. In the four forms of birth, we transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after in one Sangha Dharmakaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies, deeply knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of being one, become one with the nature of being one. Heart Sutra. The Bodhisattva of great compassion, when deeply practicing Prajaparamita, realized that 5 aggregates are empty, and thus became free from all suffering and distress. So Shariputra form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from for me. Emptiness is form, the same is true of sensations, perceptions, impulses, and consciousness. So Shariputra, all dharmas are empty, they do not appear or disappear, are not tainted or pure, do not increase or decrease in emptiness. No form, no sensations, no perceptions, no impulses, no consciousness, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realm of extinction of ignorance, no old age and death, no extinction of them, no suffering, no cause of suffering, no cessation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment with nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva relies on Prajnaparamita. Therefore the mind has no hindrance. Without any hindrance, no fears exist, free from delusion. One dwells in nirvana. All Buddhas of the past, present, and future rely on Prajnaparamita and attain supreme enlightenment. Therefore know that Prajnaparamita is the great mantra, is the great enlightening mantra, is the unsurpassed and unequaled mantra, which is able to eliminate all suffering. This is should not first so proclaim the Prajnaparamita mantra, which says gone, gone, gone beyond, far beyond, now awakened, gate, gate, para gate, parasamgate, bodhisvaha, gate, gate, para gate, parasamgate, bodhisvaha, gate, gate, para gate, parasamgate, bodhisvaha.
Let's do some stretching. Arms out, arms up. And arms down to your side. One more time, arms up. And palms meet together, down to your heart center. I think it is such a privilege to have a chance to listen to a young generation's voice, especially sharing about their aspirations and their callings to this path. This morning, our intern, Reverend Annie, will share her story with this photo presentation. Please welcome Reverend Annie. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you. Okay, let's start my Dharma talk. I lived in India until I was 9 years old because my father was a North Indian traditional dancer. He is Korean. This is me and my father's picture. Yeah. The name of that dance is Kathak. Kathak is an Indian classical dance that began in the 3rd and 4th centuries BC at the North Indian temple. Kathak is derived from the Sanskrit word katha, which means story. Kathak dancers expressed ancient Indian myths and epic poems in temples through dance, singing, and acting. He expressed by dance. It is a spiritual dance that seeks unity with the divinity, and unlike folk dance, it has a systematic theory and tradition. And yeah, and when I was a little child and my mom hung out the laundry like that, I liked to roll it all up and throw it down. I don't know why I liked it, but I don't even remember that I did it. But because of me, my mom would always have to go and get the laundry bag. And this is when I was baby. And this is when I was kid. Right side is my younger brother. Yeah. And my father's best friend was Danesh. Uncle Danesh often came to our house and played with me and my brother. I miss him. Yeah. And when I was 14 years old, I went on a trip to India with my family. There are actually not my family, friends. And while looking for a guest house, we found a great place. Surprisingly, it was the One Buddhism New Delhi temple. Yeah, this is the One Buddhism New Delhi temple. Yeah. At first, I thought it was a little weird to bow and pray to the golden shiny circle. But the Gyumunim there were really kind and sweet, so my heart melted. And after that trip, I came back to Korea and I started to go to the One Buddhism Jongno Temple in Seoul. I went to Jongno Temple throughout my middle and high school years. Yeah. Yeah, there is my brother and me. Yeah. I didn't know it when I lived in India when I was young, but on this trip, I was shocked to see people begging and a girl who looked just like me living on the street. Like this, yeah. I thought, when I return home, I have a sweet home, a bed, my parents, and I go to school, but will that girl be like that too? Since then, it was hard to understand why the world is so unequal. Since that time, my dreams and hopes became, let's make a world where everyone can live equally and peacefully. So I was thinking about what I could do to make the world a better place. So from the age of 14 to 16, my dream changed a lot. I wanted to be a teacher because I taught children well and led them in a good direction. And I wanted to be a diplomat. If I became a diplomat, I could make the world better by interacting with people from various countries. I also wanted to work for the United Nations, for NGOs, or for international cooperation development too. However, while helping such poor countries and people, I was fundamentally confused because when we try to solve the poverty and inequality, it could reveal the materialism and competition in modern society too. I read Helena Norbert Hoji's book, Ancient Futures, Learning from Ladakh. This is a book about the process of delivering modern civilization to help people in northern India's Ladakh. In the process of helping the people of Ladakh, they gradually became materialistic and lost their natural innocence. After reading this book, I was afraid that I would go and volunteer to help people in need, build schools, and help educate, but this might ruin their lives by conveying the bad points of modern civilization, such as materialism and competition. So I wondered, does trying to have many jobs, teachers, diplomats, UN staff, international cooperation development that I've dreamed of to make the world equal really help make it a better world? When I was 17, I think I was a man whose body is alive but whose heart is dead. On the outside, I attended high school and seemed to be fine, but inside, I was full of disappointment and despair. I felt at a loss and frustrated because I thought that it was impossible to make everyone in the world live happily and equally, which was my dream and hope. When I was 19 years old, I met Reverend Seok in Jongno Temple. Yeah, he always practiced the One Buddhism doctrine on his own and always prayed. And at the same time, he was sincerely interested in each of us and took care of our hearts. Every Sunday, we had a Dharma service for teenagers. After that service, Reverend Seok prayed for us, and we had a class to learn the principles of One Buddhism too. At that class, he taught about Sotaesan and how our mind influences our lives. Reverend Seok told me to pray for the world and myself every morning and evening. But when I was a high school student, waking up at 5 a.m. and praying was too hard. I was so sleepy. So I just read the prayer I wrote on my way to school by bus. Also, I wrote in a diary every day and showed it to him once a week. He said, "It is good to write an impression, but when my mind is actually busy, I have to study at that time, and that it is important to change my mind in a good way by writing in a diary." With Reverend Seok, I felt my life was changing by One Buddhism's mind study. And I saw that he changed his life through mind practice in a positive way. At the same time, he changed other people's lives in a good way through mind practice too. So I realized that, oh, this is the real life I really, really wanted. In order to make this world equal and happy, I realized that I had to know how to make my mind like that first, and my surroundings like that too. I just wanted to be like him for the rest of my life. That's why I started to become a One Buddhist minister in 2015. After becoming a pre-minister of One Buddhism, I lived in the headquarters of One Buddhism in Iksan, Korea for 2 years. I attended the One Buddhism Jongno Temple for 6 years as a middle and high school student. However, going to temple and living to become a minister were totally different things. At first, the daily routine starting from dawn was hard and exhausting, and I had sad moments too, because I got scolded a lot while working with the 교무님s. However, I spent time relying on my friends who came to become a minister too. Yeah, she is her. I just wanted to be a person who gives grace to myself and my surroundings like Reverend Seok. So all the hard work became a time that strengthened my dreams and hopes. And after that, yes, I went to university in Yongsan for 4 years, where Master Sotaesan was born. I learned a lot to become a One Buddhist minister. And last year, I entered One Buddhism graduate school. And this is a photos with my Dharma friends in Yongsan. Yes. But I personally felt that I lacked a lot of truth and mental training. So I spent the past year feeling vain and exhausted in my body and mind. Now I am studying prayer and scripture to go back to my original intention and think about what I came here to do. And when my mind is noisy, I look at why it is noisy and try to return to the place where there is no noise. But it doesn't always work out well. Yeah. I came to One Dharma Center on December 20th, and 6 weeks have already passed. I will go back to Korea tomorrow. I sincerely thank for welcoming me. I have learned compassion, consideration, and honesty from One Dharma Center ministers, Venerable Chuksanim, Venerable Myungtaonim. And I am inspired by One Dharma Center members who have calm energy and a deep commitment to meditation and mind study. Also, I have noticed weakness in my physical strength as well as an unresolved frustration about myself. When I go back to Korea, I think I must take a time to solve this problem first. I wish that all of us continue on our spiritual journey and live happily together. I'll be back in the States someday. I hope we meet again. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. And last Sunday, me and few other female 교무nims visited Boston Temple. Temple 교무님 is Reverend Kim. During the daytime, we went out for sightseeing and we came back to the temple in the evening. Reverend Kim is such a good singer and we sang songs together. Among many songs, we enjoyed this song. This song touched my heart. And I like to share this song with you for last. Please enjoy. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. There's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one.
Thank you. How did you like our song? One Dharma singers. So while we were singing, I don't think this mic worked, and this mic either. But have you noticed a new face? Yes, who is that? Me? Probably not, right? 좀 앞으로 오세요. So this is our new face. Her name is Reverend Yeowon, and she's going to live with us from now on. And she's a freshly ordained 교무님, and we'll get to listen to her own story next Sunday. So you don't want to miss coming next Sunday. She is Reverend Yeowon. Palms together. Please welcome her. And Reverend Annie, thank you so much for your sharing and with your photos. Now don't you feel like we've got to know her a lot better with her story and photos? So she came to our center around last Christmas, and she was such a great help supporting all the programs and the retreat. And she made beautiful weekly program brochures, and she was such a great help in the kitchens as well. She worked a lot. And as she said, she's returning to Korea tomorrow. And she'll continue her final year of the graduate school. And she'll become a 교무님 like Reverend Yeowon and us. So please keep her in your thoughts and prayers so that she makes a happy 교무님 and become a bodhisattva who shares her heart with all suffering beings. Please give her a big round of applause one more time. Page 6, Essential Dharmas of Daily Practice. Pete will guide us to this.
Essential Dharmas of Daily Practice. 1. The mind is originally free from disturbance, but disturbances arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the equanimity of our true nature by letting go of disturbances. 2. The mind is originally free from delusion, but delusions arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the wisdom of our true nature by letting go of delusions. 3. The mind is originally free from wrongdoing, but wrongdoings arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the precepts of our true nature by letting go of wrongdoings. 4. Let us replace disbelief, greed, laziness, and ignorance with belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. 5. Let us turn resentment into gratitude. 6. Let us turn dependency into self-reliance. 7. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. 8. Let us turn reluctance to teach into willingness to teach well. 9. Let us turn lack of public spirit into the good of all.
Few announcements. So I am happy to present these 3 newly published books. These 3 books, and these are the babies of Reverend Yu, who put tremendous effort to give a life to these 3 books, not only revising and polishing English, but all the overall painstaking publication process. So these were just arrived day before actually, and thanks Reverend Yu and his translation team, we will get to enjoy reading this book. And these are available in our gift shop. And also for today, we put some of these books in the foyer. So when you go out, you can take a look. And purchasing this book is one great way to support our temple. After this service, right after, we'll have our first big Sangha gathering. You're all invited to that gathering, no matter this is your first time or not. No matter this is your whether you are new members or old members, you are all invited to that gathering. And please, Reverend Annie, come up front one more time. Yes. On behalf of our community, I think Soren has a small gift to present to her. So we have one more chance to give her a big applause. Thank you. Page 9, morning prayer song. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day in your presence. Today full of health and with peace of mind. May I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day with your grace. Today gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day with compassion. Today making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for one world. This concludes our gathering.